Hi Aquarius, this is going to be your mid-March bonus reading. You guys got the most views of the air signs per usual, so I'm going to give you guys a bonus reading before I read for you again in a couple of days. It's good primarily for Sun, Rising, Moon, Venus, or Mercury placement of Aquarius in tropical astrology, but it could resonate anywhere where you have Aquarius in your natal chart. Just keep in mind it's a general message. Check your other placements. Check your mid-March message if you haven't seen that yet here on this channel. If you want to book a private reading with me, Aquarius, the link to my website's down in the description below, but I am booked up for the rest of the month. I'm traveling and stuff, but I have a lot of openings at the beginning of April. Okay, that's all down at my schedule, and availability is on my website. That's in the link below. If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Tarot. Subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. I read for you every 2 weeks here now. Right now it's Soma Chandra Aquarius. Aqua, they wanted me to do a Lenormand spread. The Lenormand is different from the tarot. It's kind of like oracle messages, but we use a little bit of a different framework. And I did use oracle cards as well. I was like, oh, they want me to use Lenormand. I'm rather fond of using the Lenormand. Kind of cuts right to the chase. So I see a lot of love in a situation between you and another person, but you're trying to make a smart decision and you're kind of worn down in a situation, and a person in your energy, they're, I think, imagining worst case scenarios, or they have a lot of negative thinking. They want to be with you, but they seem tied down to some kind of framework that's already in place for them. And there might be family, in particular, a mother in between the two of you, or parenting, or the roots of someone's life, kind of keeping the two of you from being together. But to illuminate what will happen for you guys middle to the end of the month is vulnerable, visitor, love, and spending time together. You guys are very attached to one another, wanting renewal here. I see someone is dreaming of you. So I do think that you may spend time with this person. The two of you are very attached to one another. You want to spend time together, and there is love in this situation. You may only be able to visit one another, and someone in this scenario is feeling like a little fawn. They may fawn. There's different responses to life. Fight, flight, freeze, and fawn. I just felt that, like, they may fawn. They may try to make everyone in their life happy in order to keep the peace at times. I think it's this person that feels vulnerable. You don't necessarily look like you're feeling vulnerable here. You are very attached to this person. So Aquarius, you're being asked to surrender to trust right now. Trust yourself and trust your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do at this time. Take action, be confident that you have chosen the right path. I do think you're being asked to just sort of trust in a situation, but you're being reminded that you should trust your own decisions and be very careful about letting other people sway your decision-making process at this time. A person in your energy is doing a whole lot of negative thinking, and they've just got to stop. They have a hard time controlling their thoughts. They have a lot of negative thoughts rising to the surface at this time. If you give this person any advice, their advice in this reading from Spirit is to say, hey, I'm not saying don't think about the legitimate negative things that may be happening for you right now, but what are the positive things that are happening? And what are the positive things that are happening between you and me? This person's doing a lot of negative thinking, and there's a fear of change. Someone's afraid of change. I think it's this person over here. Everybody needs to be reminded that the universe is here to care for you always. And whether you're afraid of change in a job, your health, or a relationship, or if you even fear aging and death, repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. You need to be reminded of that right now. Don't be afraid of change. Some of you may be, when I just read a job, some of you may be thinking about changing jobs. I think this person is stuck in some old system and way of being and rules that they follow, and they may fear something as well. Everyone's got a fear of change here. Someone has a fear of change. So how you're identifying yourself right now, Aquarius, through Lenormand is 21, the mountain, and 37, the clock. So this is a timestamp. There's a couple different timestamps in Lenormand. And we do have a timestamp at the bottom of the deck, which is like, have faith in your dreams. Hold on to a dream. The stars showing up It's like there is still hope in a situation. You are hope. You are the star. So your guides think that you haven't given up just yet, but you see yourself right now as having quite the mountain to climb. And I feel like you're very uncertain of time. The clock represents sort of a wait and see kind of energy. You have a lot of steps you have to take right now. I think in the relationship, you've been waiting. And I think you feel like you have an uphill battle ahead of you with this situation or in life and with this person. I think you're waiting for a lot of time to play itself out. So when I was like, oh, they're identifying as a timestamp. I pulled out my timestamp oracle deck and said, okay, what's this about? There is a blockage that you are not aware of. Identify it and then come back and ask again at a later time. I think you are. I was like, I kind of get the sense that they already know that. I think that you suspect that this person has some kind of a blockage. You may already be aware of the blockage. And I think they have asked you for more time in some way. The way you're feeling about this person is the birds, in particular the owls, that's Libra energy, and just air sign energy, very erudite energy, and the swans, 24. I think that you feel as though the two of you are meant to mate for life and you're meant to be together. But I also think at this time that you're trying to see things from a very critical point of view. The owls are wise seeing, wise action. You want to make a smart choice. You're maybe starting to see some things that you hadn't seen before. Middle to end of the month, you may get some clarity about where the connection is going. I definitely think you want to make smart choices and you want clarity and you very much want a partnership here, a real partnership. Your oracle cards, the untold truth of your heart is receptive, open heart, softness, and vulnerability. Well, maybe you have been the one that's been fearful. I think you maybe feel somewhat vulnerable in this situation, but you're willing to make yourself feel a little vulnerable or let yourself be vulnerable. You have an open heart. You are trying to be soft in this situation and receptive. But also the chase, preparation, relentless pursuit, and victory. It's like you're prepping for something. I think that you feel as though you've had to chase this person at different times and it's starting to exhaust you. You've been doing this for a while. You're fatigued, you're depleted, and yet you still feel like you have a mountain to climb. And it's like, wait and see. Now you're going to take the overview effect because you're like, look, I'm trying to be open here, but I feel like I'm chasing you. I think that we can have victory here. So I'm willing to pursue something relentlessly and be open to what you have to say and do. But right now I'm feeling kind of exhausted and yet only you, fixated, attached, and hypnotized. Now this is not obsessed. I have cards in this deck of infatuation, emotional dysregulation, obsession even. It's not that. I think for you, I think it's like, I really want it to be with you. You really want it to be with this person. You've been chasing, but now you're tired. You're not giving up. They're the only one for you. I think maybe some of you are really trying to uncover your own blocks and give this relationship time. But some of you are waiting for a block to be revealed and there are secrets being kept. What's between you and this person is the polar bear and the tree. Now this is the tree of life, the Kabbalah. This speaks to roots and family and history and lineage and the past. With the polar bear, there is possibly a presence of an ex-wife, a baby mama, or possibly a mother. And this mother may be very overbearing on this person, or an ex-wife, or it may be even a wife that's overbearing. Also, if this is your energy, Aquarius, you have this mama bear kind of energy. You will protect family. Some of you may feel tied down to your roots to a degree and you can't be free. Aquarius is a fixed sign, but you are future focused. You want to protect you and yours for sure. And family probably comes first for one or the both of you. It just might be playing out in different ways. And someone's afraid of change. And when we get the tree, change is not a part of that. That's about a past system being held in place, sometimes forever. It's a beautiful energy, but it does not always, it's not the most conducive to change. And the polar bear has a bit of an overbearing energy. So watch for being overbearing. But some of you just want to plant roots. Here's the thing though, your person sees themselves as like the maze, 43, and the cross, 36. I feel like this person is trying to get to you. I think that they feel like, I get the sense that you feel like this person is leading you through a maze. And the struggle here for them, Aquarius, is this cross that they have to bear. When I get the cross and the tree, this is like, are the two of you from different cultures or different religions? Is this person already married to someone else? They have like a cross to bear. They have to play by these rules that they have to do. They think they do, but it's not leading to a positivity necessarily for them. They love you, but it's like they feel like they have to do something. And I think that it's making you start to question, and there's this fear of change. And so you're put in a position where you feel like you have to trust and wait for blocks to clear for both of you. And I was like, okay, well, what's a timestamp for this person? Because when I get the cross and the whip, this person's whipped in some way. If you can consistently stay in alignment and feel happy daily, the time frame will be in a month. Okay, they want to make some kind of change within about 4 weeks' time. They may say something, they may do something very important, but they are trying to consistently just stay happy in the moment. I feel like they're kind of wandering around trying to find their way to you, to the center. The idea of commitment might be a little overwhelming for them, or I feel like there's something about this person's family or obligations that are already in place outside of the relationship that is affecting it. The way they feel right now is the broom, or it's like a whip, but then the man. Now we have a younger man and we have an older man, and we've got the younger man here. He's like the Knight of Cups versus the King of Cups. This person needs to make a decision. They do feel kind of whipped in some way. Now you may have them kind of whipped, and they're very enamored of you, but not enough to where they're stepping up into the king energy. This person may be kind of a slave to their own dreaminess. They may need a whip cracked on them, because like he's very enamored and he's looking at you here, but he's romanticizing a lot and he's not necessarily committing. Yeah, intrigued, inspired, and he's whipped by something. Something's holding him back to some degree. It may be a fear of commitment. He may not be finished pursuing other options, or there's something about family that makes him feel kind of trapped. The action between the two of you is the book, which holds secrets, the tulips, and then the fox. Okay. First of all, there are secrets being kept, but this story is not finished being written. And with the tulips and the fox and this young man here, it doesn't matter how old they are. I do think that you'll receive gifts. I think that this person is being kind of slick right now. I think that they will say and do what they have to keep you in their life, but they are keeping secrets. Someone's keeping secrets, and I don't think it's you, because you have the owls. You're looking for secrets, and you're kind of exhausted here. I feel like this person may be dangling a carrot for you. They may be talking to, well, I don't have the castle here. They are trying to maybe keep you happy in the moment and keep themselves happy. They'll buy you a gift, but it's not leading to commitment. There's secrets here. I was like, that's kind of a drag. So the untold truth of their heart is spiritual connection, deep love, soulmates, and unity. They do feel a strong connection to you. Mirror, reflection, shared feelings, you. I think that they're looking at themselves in the mirror right now. They're doing self-reflection. Do they have feelings for you? I mean, yeah, I got love, spiritual connection, the man. They do have commitment on their mind, but every time they think about it, it's kind of overwhelming. And someone may be trapped in some kind of family tradition or roots, and there's this overprotective feminine presence here, this person does feel trapped, stuck, tied down, and captive. And sidetracked, delays, distractions, and change. I also have drifting at the bottom of the deck, slowly parting, disconnecting, detaching. Right now, you may feel a bit disconnected from one another. Honestly, Aquarius, I think this person just needs to get it together. They just need to get it together. They're really thinking about just trying to keep everybody happy in the moment. I think they're real good at saying what they need to say with the tulips here. They're giving you gifts. There's something slick about them. I mean, you're the chase and they're the fox. The fox is looking back over their shoulder. Do they love you? I think that they do, but they're doing a lot of self-reflection and thinking about what they're trapped in. They're trapped in some way. They feel trapped, and they sidetrack, delays, distractions, change. This person may have a lot going on in their life right now. This person keeps getting sidetracked, or they keep delaying or sidetracking something about the two of you. You know, they're looking at themselves in the mirror right now thinking, do I have a spiritual connection to Aquarius? Absolutely. But why do I keep sidetracking this relationship? Why do I keep sidetracking myself? What are all these distractions? And I feel trapped. What's making me feel trapped? They might not be ready for commitment. They could be in a commitment already, or there's just this fear of change. I think this is like a self-perpetuating thing for them. So I do think you're going to spend time together. And with the stars here, they're saying don't give up hope. I think that you still feel like the two of you are in alignment with one another, but I think some honest communication is needed. If you're feeling exhausted by constantly chasing this and you've just been giving it time and you feel like you're climbing a mountain and now you want the truth, I feel like a moment of justice coming for this person, Aquarius, or the judgment, where like they're going to be at a crossroads and they're going to have to figure out what makes them trapped, why they keep getting distracted, why they're so enamored of you, but what holds them down. Why do they keep telling you what they think you want to hear and give you a little bit of what you want with the tulips, but then they kind of slip away and keep a secret? They're doing this to themselves, I think, with sidetracked. But you will have an opportunity to spend time together, and something important may really happen before the end of this year. Yeah, before the end of this year, a goal that you're trying to reach could be reached. So just be discerning at this point, Aquarius. Stop chasing them and stop letting them, like this guy's like the Knight of Cups with giving the flowers and then sort of sneaking away. It might be time to say to this person, look, you can write me love letters and give me flowers and take me out all you want, or we can spend time together and you can tell me you love me, but I kind of need more answers than this. I'm like, what's going on here? I'm starting to get exhausted. I'm not going to chase you anymore. This person's really good at like, I don't think they're playing a game, but like saying what they have to say, so they can figure out how to get out of this situation that makes them feel trapped. And there is something between the two of you that I think is holding this person down. And I think it's family. Yeah, I think it's family. All right, Aquarius, that's your bonus reading. I hope the Lenormand message resonates with you, and I hope it helps. Link to my website for private readings is down in the description below. Thanks for being here with me, Aqua Gang. I'm always listening to the universe for you. Take care. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.